You know, I don't know how many times we need to keep telling people this, dude. We need to cut it with these live action movies for real. I know I am a little late with this kind of information, but bro, Mortal Kombat 2 is gonna be a mess. Now, okay, give me a second. I'm not a pessimistic person by nature. Okay? I'm not a fucking dumbass either. We've seen these people. We've seen what Warner Brothers does with companies and things like that, with brands, right? They run them into the ground and then blame the franchise for why it's I don't know what made them think that, oh yeah, do another Mortal Kombat because everybody loved the first one. The first one did so well. Let's make another one. And you know what? Let's just not tell the story again. Look, okay, I know I haven't. It's like okay, but everyone's like, oh, you haven't seen the movie, whatever. It's like, dude, look at the first movie. Look at the movie. The movie didn't even tell the story of Mortal Kombat. It's about Mortal Kombat. We did not see them in the tournament at all. We were following some random ass guy, Cole Young. The idea is that he was so bland and nothing and boring in this movie. The whole movie could have been called Mortal Tag. Because really, the whole thing was about getting a tattoo than actually doing the tournament. Now look, don't get me up, alright? I watched the movie. I watched it like 2 times. And with me and my knowledge of Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung wanting to disrupt the tournament by killing off his members, it's not something I don't see him doing, honestly. I can honestly see Melina trying to do that. But like I said, most of the fan favorite type of characters in the movie were just side characters that got killed off for no reason. I understand in a Mortal Kombat movie, it wouldn't be really Mortal Kombat if it didn't get their head ripped off their shoulders, you know? I get that, okay? But the fact that they killed off Melina and Katana wasn't even in the story, so now we don't have that sibling thing, but Katana's in the second movie now, and what, Melina's just gonna be some resurrected Revenant like in the MKX? Because Revenants were so good in those games, right? You won't get it if you didn't get it. It's fine.
Bruh.
Sub-Zero was the best part of that movie.
I am Sub-Zero.
In my opinion, I love Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is cool. Sub-Zero was cool in that movie. He might come back as Noob Saibot. I with it. He already kind of looked like and acted like him anyway. So, hey, look, it's alright. Everything else, bro, Scorpion wasn't in the movie long enough. We were following the most boringest characters in the movie. Sonya. Yeah, Kano, who was mildly funny, holding the whole movie on his goddamn back, but he couldn't take it. He had the Chosen One as a side character, who was getting his ass whooped by Cabal. The Chosen One, Liu Kang, who's supposed to be the guy in the tournament. What the is he doing in his movie if we're not even doing that? My point here is that I'm telling you, the first movie was a mess itself. And then you see the set photos, and they still haven't. They had 30 years. 30 years worth of costumes, worth of trials and errors with Katana's costume. 30 years they've been working on it. They've been changing her costume so many times. And this movie, saw the set photos, this movie decides to do the most jankiest costume I've ever seen. It's like a mix. Look, it looks like a mix of Revenant Katana and some shit in Mortal Kombat 4. Or no, some shit in Deception. Bro, you had so much to pick from. Hell, you could have just redid the MK1 costume, because that's actually a really good costume for Katana. Or you could have done the one in MK11, because that one was actually really good too. 30 years! They figured it out for you. The games figured it out for you, and you still couldn't even make it blue. Same thing with Scorpion, same thing with Sub-Zero. Why they have Scorpion look like a samurai when he's a ninja? Sub-Zero, I gave him some flack, because he looked like Noob Saibot. But still, they couldn't make him blue, and they couldn't make Scorpion yellow. They couldn't even make Melina pink.
With the Heliante, with the Helion, with the Halle Berry, with the Halle Burton.
I'm talking about wasted potential of a character. Whatever. My point here is that, dude, they had 30 years changing her costume that they decided to just do some bullshit again. Dude, even when the game, we saw there's leaks for MK1 when they had that costume in the game, and they made it blue because it's not even real blue. Like, what the f? They just can't fight the urge to be boring Hollywood. It's just in their nature to f this up, to try and make it make sense when Mortal Kombat didn't need to make sense. I'm open. I have an open mind, you know? MK2, the movie, could actually be good. I mean, it could. Maybe. don't know. I'm not watching it. I'll look up probably a review or something. I don't know. I just know what they did. I wouldn't be surprised if it looked a mess. If it was a mess. Why the is Johnny Cage in the second one when he should have just been in the first one? And what? And is this movie gonna be the tournament, or are we still setting that up?
Bombastic side eye.
But yeah, that's just all I have to say about that.